Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we will be talking about the new Skyward Sword that came out on the Nintendo Switch. I am very late to the party, but I did not want to rush the review because I really thought I had to inspect the whole game, try my best to enjoy it, rather than rushing it out and giving you something that I didn't agree with, but I wanted to be first to say. So, you're welcome. You're absolutely welcome. I never had Skyward Sword when I was a kid, so I watched my friend and her brother play it until we stopped being friends. It's a long story. So then she cut me out of her life, and I had no way to access Skyward Sword ever again. Goodbye, Skyward Sword. I thought this would be a great game for me to try because I've always wanted to experience it, but never had the chance. So the remaster to me was something I really felt a connection with and something that I really wanted to try out, which I did on my Twitch stream, twitch.tv/BerryCrepe. Be sure to check it out. I'm doing Ocarina of Time speedruns right now, and it would really mean a lot to me. Be sure to like the video, subscribe, and here we go. From what I can understand, there is one reason this game is notorious for being extremely bad. It is because the control system is absolutely horrible. Every 2 or 3 seconds, you have to reset the gyro by hitting the Y button on the Switch controllers, and it really sets off your game, sets off your run, makes you feel insecure, makes you want to go home and cry to your mom. They are absolutely nuts. Even if you don't move, they seem to go all over the place for absolutely no reason. At one point, I was so confident in how bad the game was to play with the original controls that I even taped the Switch controllers to my feet and fought gingerbread with my feet. I had more success dancing around like an absolute goob than I did using the controllers with my actual hands. Even sometime in the future, I'm planning to play the game again, but strapping the controls onto a real sword to prove how awful it is to really utilize the controls. You will probably get the same amount of success playing with your eyes closed than even focusing on the game. I understand that motion controls were really an experiment for Nintendo, something we want to try out, something new, hot, and spicy, like the Nachos Belgrande. But the problem is that it's simply not fun to play with. I have never been so frustrated in my life playing a game. At some point, I even decided to switch over to the Pro controller because it was so tedious to navigate with the Switch Pro Joy-Con thingy controllers. The Joy-Cons! I will say that the Pro controller had its own struggles that were equally horrible to play with. To use the camera, you have to employ the Dark Souls strategy of the claw grip in order to move the camera and use your sword at the same time. No, I picked the claw. Are you? However, it is close to impossible to do both of these objectives at once. You normally have to pick between using the camera or using the controller for the sword because it's a little bit difficult to keep up with both, unless you're an extreme gamer like me. However, if you do get frustrated, you can always switch to the Pro controller for navigating the world because it's really hard to do with the Joy-Cons, and then switch back to the Joy-Cons when you have to do fights that involve motion controls. Because if you do the sword control-y thingy, slidey-whitey, goober time on the Pro controller, it becomes difficult because for me at least, the controls were inverted and it's really hard to think of up slashes and down slashes and diagonal slashes when they're backwards and really hard to understand. The thrusting, yes, I did say thrusting, is actually easier on the Pro controller, but very difficult on the Joy-Cons. So you really get to pick and choose your struggles and your battles by choosing your controller. Honestly, this is kind of sad because I feel like Nintendo had enough time to develop a great motion control system, but they kind of dropped the ball on this. However, I will say, if you enjoy Zelda and can get over the awful motion controls, the story really carries this game. The story is absolutely amazing. Without spoiling anything, I really truly believe that this is the best story ever told in the entire Zelda universe. While Breath of the Wild was fun and kept my attention for a long period of time, I was absolutely sobbing and broken at the end of this game. I had an extreme existential crisis. If you would like to experience this with I can't even talk, that's how life-changing it was. If you would like to experience this crisis with me, be sure to check out Skyward Sword. This game really brought out the Tumblr side of myself that I had been hiding away for years out of shame and embarrassment, and now it can be set free again. Hallelujah. Connecting to characters is something that I really like in a video game. Escaping the real world and getting to live another life is extremely prominent in Skyward Sword. It also dwells on love, loss, friendship, the power of friendship, the friends we made along the way, how many friends you have, who your friends are.
Approximately 10 hours later.
Friends. The characters also seem to have genuine connections with each other, and the story is not really hindered by having a silent protagonist. I feel like the silent protagonist really adds to the experience because you can have an easier time inserting yourself into these situations. If you like story, I feel Nintendo did a great job in this aspect. Please give this game a try if you're looking for something that is a bit hard to play, but really easy to get into. Despite its rocky reputation between Nintendo fans and Zelda fans, Skyward Sword really did leave a positive impression on me, and the story really drove this game home. The gameplay also has some issues that are really nitpicky in my opinion, but do hinder your experience. You will fight a boss not once, not twice, not 3 times, but on 4 separate occasions. And it's not even a fun fight. The more I saw this dude come up, the more exasperated I became every time. You're in prison. He just wants to get out of jail. This again? You have to be kidding. You have to be kidding. This better not be that same son of It really became apparent at some point that this boss was trying to fill up space and make an appearance that would leave a scared impression on you, but I was honestly a little bit more annoyed that they kept going back and back and back to this dude. This absolute Chad. The amount of times you also go back to the same area is actually astounding. However, Resident Evil fans will see no problem with this. They're used to the abuse. Boss fights are interesting, but again hindered by the experimentation of the control system. Temples are also fun and challenging enough to where you don't get frustrated, but you're inspired to continue them and feel accomplished when they are completed. There are many temples that take numerous attempts in a large amount of time. Did I forget to mention how long this game actually is? It's huge. I know I'm writing this review late, but I didn't want to rush the game. I tried my best to make the experience last, and many people have told me that their first plays are closer to 60 or 70 hours. I finished in around 40, and although the game is a little bit long-winded at some point and you're wondering how close you really are to the ending of this game really ties everything together nicely in a cute little Zelda bow. Wow! If I could change anything about my first playthrough, I definitely would have done more side quests. However, they're a little bit hard to find because Skyward Sword is on a linear gameplay type of route thingy where you're told where to go over and over and over again, and things are a little bit simple to figure out rather than an open world, open mindset experience. This could actually be seen as a good thing for people who are new to video games or new to the Zelda franchise, because it's not entirely challenging, but the world does feel immersive and something that you can really get into. This is a game that I'm honestly not disappointed in picking up, but that is also because this is my first time playing Skyward Sword. $60 is a hefty price tag for a remaster, something that was simply remade, already existed, yada yada yada. So veterans to this game might not be as attracted to picking it up again for $60. But if this is a new experience for you, I actually recommend playing it because it leaves an impression on you. It's very fun. The story's great. It's an awesome first time play. You will get frustrated with the controls, but I feel as if veteran Zelda players, if they hop into it again, they're gonna be even more upset because they expected something better. If you go in with an open mind as a new player, I really feel like you could enjoy the experience to its fullest capacity. The $60 is still a little bit too high. I feel like it should be around 50 bucks or so, but there is a lot of content in this game. You could play this for hundreds of hours if you really, really, really want. Or if you're really bored. I don't know. It's your life. Do whatever you want. Overall, I would give the... Why do I keep doing that? Overall, I would give this game an 85% out of 100. The story really struck with me in my Tumblr ways, and it was enjoyable to me to where it seemed worth the price. A little bit. However, it might not seem like that to you. I would hesitantly say no to playing it if you have played Skyward Sword previously, because it's not worth it. Maybe you could watch me play it on twitch.tv/BerryCrepe, /BerryCrepe, twitch.tv/BerryCrepe. I would enjoy that. Come check me out. As always, make sure to subscribe, hit the like button. Thank you for spending your time with me. I really, 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 really appreciate it. And I'm kind of taking a new turn with my channel, focusing more on Nintendo games, doing reviews, gameplay, experiences. So I really, really appreciate you guys taking this journey with me for Season 3 of BerryCrepe. Anyways, it was nice getting to see you. See you on Wednesday. Bye-bye!